Leo was a young man. He was 20 years old. He lived in a small, quiet town. His town was surrounded by mountains. It was peaceful but also poor. Leo lived in a small house with his family. His father's name was Mark. Mark worked as a mechanic. He fixed cars all day and came home very tired. Leo's mother was named Claire. She cleaned houses for money. She worked hard but smiled every night. Leo had a younger sister named Sophie. Sophie was only 10 years old. She loved her big brother very much. She thought Leo was strong and smart, but Leo did not feel strong. He felt lost. He wanted to do something big. He had dreams in his heart. He wanted to help his family. He wanted to give them a better life. One night, Leo sat outside his house. The air was cold. He looked up at the stars. He whispered to himself, "I want to change our life. But how? We have no money. We are just trying to live each day." The next morning, Leo talked to his father. He said, "Dad, I want to do something. I want to help us. I want to build something big one day. Maybe a restaurant or a bakery." His father listened. Mark looked at Leo and said, "Leo, dreams are not free. If you want something, you must fight for it. You must work hard. Start small. Use what you have." Leo thought about his father's words all day. He walked around the town and watched people. He noticed something interesting. People in the town liked fresh bread, but there was no bakery nearby. They had to travel far to buy bread. Leo had an idea. What if he could bring bread to his town? But he had one big problem. He had no money. He could not buy the bread to sell it. Still, Leo did not give up. He made a plan. He decided to talk to the owner of a bakery outside the town. The man's name was Mr. Anderson. People said Mr. Anderson was old and serious. He did not trust people easily, but Leo wanted to try. So he walked many miles to visit the bakery. When Leo arrived, he felt nervous, but he stood tall. He looked at Mr. Anderson and said, "Sir, I have an idea. I want to sell your bread in my town. People there want fresh bread. But I don't have money to buy it now. Can you give me bread for 1 week? I will sell it, and then I will return the money. I will keep only a small profit." Mr. Anderson looked at Leo with sharp eyes. He asked, "Why should I trust you?" Leo answered, "Because I am honest. I will not lie. I will work very hard, and I will not break your trust." Mr. Anderson said nothing for a moment. He looked at Leo's eyes. Then he said, "Fine, I will give you bread for 1 week. But if you don't bring back the money, don't come here again." Leo felt happy. He thanked Mr. Anderson and walked back home. The next morning, Leo woke up very early. He went to the bakery and picked up the bread. He carried it all the way back to town. Then he set up a small stand near the park. He smiled and called out, "Fresh bread, warm and soft." At first, people looked at him but did not stop. They did not know who he was. They were not sure. But Leo kept smiling. He offered free samples. "Just try it," he said kindly. Some people tasted the bread. They liked it. One woman bought a loaf. Then a man bought 2 more. By the end of the day, Leo had sold all the bread. That evening, Leo returned to Mr. Anderson. He gave him the full payment. Mr. Anderson nodded and said, "You kept your word. Come back tomorrow." Leo walked home. He was tired, but he was proud. He had done something. He had started. It was not big, but it was real. For the first time, Leo believed that maybe, just maybe, his dream could come true. Leo woke up early every morning. It was still dark outside. At 4 a.m., he walked to the bakery to pick up the fresh bread. The road was long and cold, but he kept walking. He carried the bread on his back and returned to his small town. Then, he set up his little stand near the park. He smiled and greeted everyone who walked by. "Good morning, fresh bread, warm and soft," he said with joy. Soon, more people started to know him. He was friendly and his bread was good. Every day he wrote in a small notebook. He wrote how many breads he sold. He also wrote the names of the people who bought from him. When they came back, he said, "Hello, Mrs. Anna, your favorite bread is here." People were happy. They felt special. They liked Leo and came back again and again. Sophie, his little sister, wanted to help. She drew colorful signs for his stand. She made pictures of bread and wrote small messages like, "Thank you," and "Fresh and tasty." People smiled when they saw the signs. Some even gave Sophie candy to thank her. Claire, his mother, gave him tea every morning. She said, "Drink this, Leo. It will keep you warm. And remember, we are proud of you." Leo felt strong when he heard her words. He knew his family was with him. After 2 months, Leo saved enough money to buy a small cart. Now he didn't have to carry bread on his back. He could move faster and bring more bread. His small business was growing. He felt proud, but he also wanted more. He started to dream bigger. One day, a kind customer said, "Leo, your bread is very good. But if you make the bread yourself, you can earn more money." Leo was surprised. He had never baked before. The idea scared him. But the more he thought about it, the more he liked it. He said to himself, "If I learn to bake, I won't need to take bread from Mr. Anderson forever. I can build something of my own." The next morning, after he paid Mr. Anderson, Leo asked him, "Sir, can you teach me how to bake bread?" Mr. Anderson looked at him and frowned. "Why should I teach you?" He asked. "If you learn to bake, you will stop buying bread from me." "That's not good for my business." Leo looked down for a second, then looked into Mr. Anderson's eyes. He said, "You are right. But I will never forget that you helped me. If I grow, I will help your bakery too." Mr. Anderson was silent. Then he nodded. "Baking is not easy," he said. "It takes time, it takes patience. You must work hard. If you're ready, come tomorrow at 3 a.m., Leo smiled. "I will be there," he said. The next day, Leo arrived before the sun came up. The bakery was dark and quiet. Mr. Anderson was already working. He showed Leo how to mix flour, add water, and knead the dough. He showed him how to wait for the dough to rise and how to bake it just right. But Leo's first try was not good. The bread was hard. The second try was too soft. The third time he burned it. His hands hurt. He was tired. He felt slow and weak. One day, after another bad loaf, Leo sat down on a bench outside the bakery. He held his head in his hands and whispered, "Maybe I can't do this. Maybe I should stop." But then he remembered his father's voice. Dreams are not free. Leo stood up and took a deep breath. "No," he said, "I will not give up." He returned to the bakery every morning. He practiced each step again and again. Slowly his bread started to get better. The color was nice, the smell was warm, and the taste was perfect. After 2 weeks, Mr. Anderson gave Leo a small loaf and said, "This is good, you're ready." Leo smiled with joy. He had worked hard, he had failed many times, but now he could bake. Back at home, Leo rented a small oven. He baked at night and sold his bread in the morning. His mother cleaned the kitchen. His sister packed the bread in little bags. They worked together as a family. Leo felt something new inside. He was not just selling bread anymore. He was building something real. And deep in his heart, he knew one thing for sure. This was only the beginning. Leo's bakery was growing. Every day, more people came to buy his bread. They loved the taste. They loved the soft, warm smell in the air. Leo also made cookies and small cakes. He worked hard, but he was happy. His family helped him. Claire, his mother, cleaned and prepared things. Sophie, his little sister, packed the bread with care and talked to the customers with a smile. One day, something changed. A new bakery opened in town. The new shop was big and modern. It had a lot of colors, lights, and signs. The owner's name was Eric. He was young, smart, and confident. Many people wanted to see the new place. They started buying from Eric. Leo watched this and felt worried. His own bakery was small. His stand was simple. He thought, what if everyone goes to Eric's place? What if I lose my customers? But Leo didn't give up. He wanted to understand. He asked his old customers kindly, what do you like about Eric's bakery? Some said, his shop is very clean. Others said, his cakes look beautiful, the decorations are amazing. Leo listened carefully. He didn't feel jealous. Instead, he wanted to learn and improve. At home, Leo made a new plan. He painted his cart with bright, happy colors. He added decorations and flowers. He watched free videos at the town library to learn how to decorate cakes. He practiced every night. Soon, he started making cakes that looked beautiful too. He also added small thank you cards with each purchase. These little touches made people smile. Slowly, some customers returned. They said, Leo's bread is not only tasty, but his heart is kind. Then something bad happened. One night, the sky was dark and full of rain. Leo was closing his shop when he smelled smoke. He ran inside and saw fire near the oven. He quickly poured water and stopped the flames, but many tools and parts of the kitchen were burned. The next morning, people in town talked about it. Oh no, Leo's bakery caught fire, they said. Some people were sad. Some said, maybe this is the end for him. Leo stood in front of his shop. His heart was heavy, but he didn't cry. He said, I've worked hard to build this. I will not stop now. He counted his savings, but it was not enough to fix everything. For a moment, he felt fear. But then, he remembered everything. He remembered the long walks, the cold mornings, the burned bread, and the kind smiles. He remembered how far he had come. Leo visited Mr. Anderson, who had now retired. He said, Sir, what would you do if this happened to you? Mr. Anderson looked at Leo and smiled. You already know what to do, he said. You taught yourself this lesson. Nothing is free. Work hard. Believe in yourself. People will believe in you too. Leo thanked him. He went home and cleaned the small kitchen. He used what tools he had left. He started baking again from home. He told his customers, I will still serve you, even if I only have a little. Something beautiful happened. The people in town wanted to help. One person gave him sugar, another gave him flour. A group of children helped clean the shop. Others gave small amounts of money. Sophie stood outside with a donation box. Claire wrote thank you letters to each helper. Leo felt warm in his heart. He said, when you don't give up, people stand with you. After many weeks, Leo reopened his bakery. The walls were fresh and clean. The shelves were full of bread, cakes, and muffins. On the opening day, the mayor came. He said, Leo, you are a light in this town. You showed us all that with hard work and hope, anything is possible. Leo looked at everyone and spoke clearly. Nothing is free, he said. Not success, not love, not respect. We must earn them with kindness, patience, and hard work. The people clapped. Some cried. Leo's bakery was more than just a shop. It became a place of hope. People from other towns came to visit. They wanted to meet the young man who never gave up. And Leo? He kept smiling, working, and dreaming. Because he knew, deep in his heart, that everything is possible. Leo's story is a story of courage, patience, and never giving up. At the beginning, Leo had nothing. He lived in a quiet town with his family. They were poor, but they had love. Leo had a dream. He wanted to build a better life for his parents and his little sister Sophie. He didn't wait for help. He started small. He walked far to get bread. He sold it with honesty and joy. People saw his effort and began to trust him. Later, Leo wanted to grow. He asked Mr. Anderson to teach him how to bake. He failed many times, but he didn't stop. He worked hard, learned from his mistakes, and became a real baker. With help from his family, he baked bread at home. His dreams started to grow. Then came problems. A new shop took his customers. A fire burned part of his bakery. Leo felt scared and sad, but he stood strong. He said, "I will not give up." The people in town saw his heart. They helped him. Together they rebuilt the bakery. On the day it reopened, the whole town came to celebrate. Leo's bakery became more than a shop. It became a symbol of hope and hard work. The lesson from Leo's story is clear. Nothing in life is free. Not success, not respect, not love. We must work for them. We must try, fail, and try again. When you believe in yourself and help others, people will support you. And even in dark times, you can rise again like Leo. You can use this lesson in your life too. If you have a dream, start now. Start small. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Use what you have. Keep going, even when it's hard. Never give up. And now, congratulations! You have just finished a full English story. That means your listening and understanding skills are getting better. You did a great job. If you like this story and want to hear more, please subscribe to our channel. Your support gives us the energy to create more stories to help you learn English. And if you can, please consider donating to support the channel. We do this for free to help you learn, but in the beginning, it is hard to create good content without support. Thank you for listening, for learning, and for believing. We'll see you in the next story.